Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Leslie and today is day 14 of Vlogmas 2025. After I wrapped some presents and did my advent calendar yesterday, I sat in my craft room last night and just played. And it was fun. And I just went until I could go no more. So now my desk is a wreck. And I'm trying to kind of get my life together here so that I can film for today. Could I have done this before I start? Of course I could. Today's coffee is brought to you by Green Christmas Trees and Gold Flakes with chocolate chips and whipped cream, all which have melted down into there. Cheers. That could use a stirring. All right. Yeah. That is some good coffee, though. It just tastes like straight coffee without all that sweetness in it. We're gonna need another sip of that because that was on point. I'm using my Jingle Bells mug today, but let us please do a little vacuuming of the desktop because it's a problem. So, I have all these little metal pieces from where I was tearing apart my new dies and playing with them. I'll show you what I made last night. I sat in here maybe from, gosh, 5 to 9 and just kind of took my time and played around. And after I made that card, I was like, okay, I kind of want to craft for a little while. So, empty him. I got him off of Temu last summer when I discovered shopping on Temu could be fun. And then I promptly had to cut myself off. Alright, so, let's see, the dies that we looked at yesterday were the, there were several Christmas dies, one of them being this Santa die, which is actually a book that you can make. I need to find smaller rings and put them in here. This took me a good 2 to 3 hours, I'd say, at least. Because I had to learn, you know, how to use the die, first of all, because it's not intuitive if you don't do a lot. So I started by making this backing. And I just took a piece of my craft board and 2 pieces of black paper and glued them all on. And then I went around the edges with my black ink blotter, distresser, you know, a lot of people do distressing. I do it to cover it, to make it one color, because, yeah. And then I made the front the same way with the black. And then I began to glue on the pieces. So I glued on a piece like this. I think it was foam. Yeah, the foam went down first of just this. It was red foam. And my ink blotter. Something's getting ink on me. Oh, that's from okay, never mind. So I put a piece of red foam down, and then I cut out pieces that were like a skin color, white, and red to fill in the slots with some sort of color so it could have character. Then I cut out his eyes, and he does have a little smile under there. So I cut out his lips in pink. And then I laid those pieces down, glued them down, and then I filled each of the areas with coordinating colors. And then I put a piece of acetate over it, and then the final piece of red outline in just paper, and there we have it. So it's a lot of steps, but I think if I were to make these and sell these, I would do it in bulk. You know, this was just a first time run. I have to figure out all my tips and tricks to make it easier and perfect. But let me know, what do you think? Would that be something that would be fun to purchase from my shop? A little notebook. I took the die that has this on it, and I took all of those papers that I have from the bundles that I bought for $1 from Ollie's, and I punched those out and put those in here. So now it's just a nice little notebook. I was thinking about putting it through my cinch machine and putting a couple extra holes and doing spiral. I still could do that. Yeah, we have to figure out if we are brave enough to do that. So, yeah, that's what I've created. And I just thought, you know, great for gifts, great for keeping your own list, checking it twice, you know. Great for coworkers, teachers, anyone. So let me know if that is something that you would like to see in my shop. I would likely do it next year because this summer I need to prepare for Christmas in my shop so that I'm not quite so busy like I was this year. I just totally overwhelmed myself trying to make things on the spot and sell them. And that's not recommended. Anyway. Let me know what you think about that. The other thing that I did was I took my Hello Winter and I played with him. And so I made this little Hello Winter piece of ephemera, and I used just some light blue backing with glitter silver. And I thought that turned out really fun. And then I had those 5 boxes where I'm keeping all of my ephemera that I'm making. So that's my first piece of winter. This is the box of my Christmas ephemera, and I took that library pocket card and just made a simple one where you can take things. I took my tag die and put that down in there, right? So that's fun. I put all of my words in here, so they're ready to go whenever I want to make something with those. I put my little snowman die in here, and then all of those little gingerbread dies from Michael's, or I guess stamps, and I had to fussy cut them out because only a few of them had dies with them. So I had to fussy cut the rest of them out. But that's my Christmas collection so far. And this die is good because I can do it for any season. It also can become a shaker. And I started making one, and I was at the very end, and a sequin got up under the edge, and then all of it was spelling out. So I just took it and dumped it all in the trash. We'll do that one again another time, but not today. Thank you. So yeah, those are the wonders of working with sequins. You have to, shakers. You have to be very careful. That's why I like to personally put as much height as I can into my projects to make it less of a chance for me to have any spillage. So there's my Santa. There's that die. So I will link this below. I received something from Amazon. I placed an order a while ago. And, well, not a while ago, because I have Prime. Whenever I place the order for these, I place the order for this. And I had Christmas and beyond in mind. So, okay, this is not at all what I thought it was, so let me see what I purchased. We don't even know what we've gotten. Oh, it is it. Okay. I didn't know it came with words. Well, this is fun. This is for Valentine's crafting. Apparently, I'm fond of Kscraft dies. Okay, yeah, it is. Alright, let's pull it apart real quick. And then we can just run it through my die machine and you can see what it looks like. But it is super cute. And I just thought if I can find a swap to do for Valentine's Day or create a swap for Valentine's Day, this would be fun. I used my needle nose pliers to pull off any little ends that don't want to come off easily. Alright, and all of these are small enough to make it onto my smaller die cutting machine. I think I want to cut 2 of these out as well. This is my favorite part of dies. Hold on, let me find my tool. This one will work. My favorite part is just punching them out. I don't know why. Look at all those little hearts we're going to have everywhere. Where did they even go? We don't know. So we can get them to land on this. Oh, there they go. Here's one. Oh, here's one. Here's one. Here they are. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. They are adorable. Alright, so I'm going to go punch this out. And then make another one, punch it out, because I was thinking perhaps I could make a shaker, but I guess it doesn't. I guess I could make it 2-sided because I want to make it into a pennant, which is ultimately what it's supposed to be. So, let me go do another one. Look at these cute little hearts. Oh my gosh, they're so tiny. Hold on, let me see if I can pick one up for you. Look at how tiny that is. Oh my goodness. I would love to keep those, but what? In another 10 years, I won't be able to see them. What? Alright, I'll be back. Alright, so now I have cut out 2 of these, and the reason why is because I want to turn it into a banner or a pennant. So I flattened one end of a straw and I'm going to glue it on there and glue this on top, match them up, and then put one of the little sayings on there. So it'll be like that. Alright, next thing I want to do is make some words. Let's see here. So let's start with XOXO. This little machine, I'm telling you, is wonderful. I'll have to see if I can find one on Amazon and link it for you, as well as this vacuum. You see my hearts are all gone. It's wonderful. Thoroughly enjoyed both investments. Alright, now so now we have a little XOXO, or does it go this way? No, it goes this way. Okay, it's just very floppy. Okay. Or not floppy, but loopy. All right. Let's do kisses in white. I want to push out the middles first. That doesn't even go in there. Before I push out the whole thing. So the larger ones are the ones that are the middles, and then I'm going to push out these smaller to release the paper from the die. Sometimes you have to coerce it a little bit. Just don't want to rip it. I really need my pokey tool. Where is that? Alright, so that one got destroyed and thrown away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in foam, because paper doesn't seem like it's going to work out very well. So let's try a little bit of foam, see if that does better. Or I just need a very thick cardstock because it got stuck in there and I could not get it out. So we'll see what we can do here. Okay, good. Foam worked much better. So I recommend using foam or something very thick with these dies that it can just pop right out and do much better. There we go. Much better. So I'm going to redo this one as well. And I'm going to grab some different colors of foam also. But I'm going to do kisses in this one in white. Kisses, 25 cents. Adorable. Okay. Then I want to get red foam, maybe like some purple foam. Okay. Now, I like to put these away as soon as I'm finished using them because I get very messy when I craft, and we don't want to lose things. I need to buy some more, that's what I need. I need to buy some more envelopes, die holding envelopes on Amazon. Alright, so let's do a, whatever this is, oh, hugs, in purple. We don't need to use all of that. Let's save space. We have more to use. Okay. But if you like doing paper crafts and things like that, card making, whatever, highly, 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 highly suggest a small portable one that you can just plop up on your desk. It's a lot lighter and easier than that big shot. If you just want, you know, to make a quick craft. If your big shot lives on your desk and you have that space, just keep with your same thing that you're doing. That works for you. I actually have a Gemini Junior over there that I was addicted to for a while, but then, you know, I was like, the plates warp. Of course, the plates warp on the big shot as well, but I taped those down to the base, hoping that maybe that would help it to not warp so much. We'll see. I don't know. It's got a little hump in it right now, but what else are you going to do? I need to look up some videos on how to keep the plates from warping other than to turn them and you know, cut different ways and all that. But I know for the Gemini Junior, if you tape your sandwich, base sandwich together, and I taped mine on a Dollar Tree cutting mat, like a healing cutting mat, you don't have those problems. Alright, so Hugs is done. Adorable. Let's put him away. Let's do the word Valentine in hot pink. Saving every scrap that we can. So we learned something today. If you have words or very intricate dies, you need a very thick paper and or a foam. Duly noted. Duly noted. We'll never have that problem again. Look how easy that comes out. Well, it kept my die, but I just slide it right off up there, and everything's just fine. And we put this away. Then we poke out these extras. Just adorable. Just, oh, look, and it's a little heart for the eye. Adorable. Okay. All right, and then we're going to do Be Mine in white. Should we? Should we? I guess we shall. Okay. Hello? Can we not grab it? What's going on? Okay, let's put it in this way. There we go. Just a little too thick for it to grab in the beginning. Okay. Get all the little middles out. Adorable. Be Mine, Valentine Kisses, 25 cents. Hugs. Now we're going to do an XOXO. And it just makes me wonder if that flag would be even cuter if it was foam. or does this look better on paper? I guess we could do it both ways and just see what happens. Alright, these have to be put away before they get lost. Alright, so things I need from Amazon. A Christmas gift. I need to make a list. Okay. As I'm thinking about it. Alright, that is adorable. Now, I have a heart die that I bought from Amazon at some point. And I'm going to go find that, and maybe we could make a card along with this pennant, and then we'll open our Advents, and we'll be done for day 14. Alright, I don't think I did buy it because I'm not seeing it. I have regular heart-shaped dies and a cluster heart that pokes out little hearts. That's the one that I bought. So, I know there's one I'm looking at on Amazon. Will I buy it? We might. You never know. Alright, so all the dies are in here. Then I wanted to come over to this and glue this down on here like that. So my hands were so messy by the end of the night last night. It was ridiculous. I'm going to take a little bit of my Eileen's craft glue. Oh, that's another thing I have to order. Art glitter glue refill. Let me write that down after I put this on here. Just hold that for a second. Alright, let that sit. Do I have a, what does orange show? No. No. Alright, hold. I gotta put that on. My silver will show. Okay, well, not really. Thought it would. What other colors do we have? Let's try this one. These are zebra doodlers. Well, that shows. A little bit. Dealers, envelopes, glue. Okay. All right. Ooh. Okay, so that'll be the back. Then I want to just give this a little bit of a curl so that it'll bend a little bit, just slightly, so that it can match up. This is going to be fantastically fun. Here we go. We'll probably cut this a little bit shorter. About right there. Should it be straight across? Alright, I'm going to go glue this on, and I will be back because this is going to be very tedious. Okay, so I did a little experimenting. I took some Eileen's tacky glue and put it in here with some water. That took a little while, but I wanted to thin it out, kind of like this is, so that I could use it on a finer tip. Who knows if the tip is going to rust since I added a little water, but guess we'll find out. I had to do something. But at least it can come through this smaller tip now, and I feel like I've heard someone before saying you could add water to Eileen's glue and make it, or I guess any glue, I don't know, and make it thinner if you need to. So we're trying it. Alright, then I want to line these up. We're going to let that sit for a little while and dry. But that looks like that's working out very well. What do we want to put on it? Do we want to put XOXO? And on this side, see, these are too big. Put hugs. Oh, I guess we don't have to stick within. Right? We can let it go off. Is that acceptable? Would we want to do that? How do I allow myself to do that? These are all the questions that we have. I don't like it. I don't like it when it's like that. I could do it like that, but what's the point? Let's just put an XOXO on there. What is the point? So I'm going to let this dry while we open our advent calendar, and then we'll see how everything went with adding water to this glue. Does it still work? We do not know. I would imagine it does. It's a very thick glue, and it would be good for gluing larger things that need a heavier glue, but not a problem. Not a problem. We'll just put that on there like that. Wipe that away. Make sure these are stuck. They are. And there's our little banner. How cute. Alright, let's work on our... Let's put these into the winter first. Because what I'm going to do is, in my downtime, instead of being irresponsible and cleaning my house and doing the things I need to do, I'm going to sit and just make ephemera for a few hours every day. Why not? It's my life, and I'm living it. And I'm going to have coffee, too. Okay. I don't know. Will he fit in there? Yes, he does. Wonderful. All right. Then, what is today? Today is the 14th, which we have a craft. Yay, us. I hope it's not another candy cane. I don't know why I'm trying to be so careful. It's a gingerbread man. I'm so excited to have a gingerbread man. Let's see if I'm smart enough to put this together. And it... Can we have a little light? I'm sorry. I didn't have my desk light on. I hope y'all have been able to see. Real sorry. It's early for me. Coffee hasn't quite kicked in. You know. Oh, this is a nice one. It's on cardboard. Okay. Place the hanging string on top of the edge on the top edge of the gingerbread man shaped board. Place the gingerbread man body shaped sticker on top of the gingerbread. We can do this. Okay. He gets a little wrinkly. Add the remaining decorative stickers, gemstones, and googly eyes. Well, I certainly will. Look at these precious little eyes. Okay, let's put his bow on first. So this if you're new, this advent calendar of crafts came from Aldi's. And I have thoroughly enjoyed making these little crafts. They are adorable. I don't know that I'll get it next year, because is it going to be the same though? We don't know. His tie is really bothering me, and I don't know if I'll be able to remove it. Oof. Okay. Much better. Okay. Now we have to do his little rhinestone buttons. This is an adorable craft. I like this one much better than the candy cane. Little obsessive, gotta be perfect. Okay, good enough. Then we're gonna put, where's his mouth? That's his mouth. Is this his mouth? That's where his mouth was. Please don't tell me this is his mouth. This little thing. That seems like an offcut from something I did. We don't know where his mouth is. Oh, here it is. My name is Leslie. And I'm a very special... He's a little smirky there. That's all right. Got a lazy eye. Everything is fine. This would work much better with my tweezers, but whatever, we're fine. Okay, there he is, all wrinkly and everything. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed crafting with me. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Hit subscribe, turn on that bell so you're notified every time I upload. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for day 15 of Vlogmas 2025. Bye everyone.